In this episode of Rob Christie Hike Across America, we continue with our mission, try to find something worth doing in every state. This week, we're in California, and we'll be checking out Trona Pinnacles, Fish Rock, but first, we go into Red Rock Canyon State Park, which is conveniently located off the 14 freeway. So we're here at Red Rock Canyon State Park in the Mojave Desert, California. We're over here at the campgrounds. We're gonna go around to the front of the state park area, but just want to stop and check out this stuff here first. It's really cool. The old movie is like the first Jurassic Park here. I think they did the last Ghostbusters in a section here as well. There's the movie The Doors. Now this area of the park reminded me of Tosa's geological site in Nebraska, which you can check out in the link above. We get a bee.
I don't know what it was. I didn't look. It just...
Desert fly. There's a cool cluster of Joshua trees over there. Into our second little stop here at Red Rock Canyon. Now, not to be confused with Red Rock Canyon in Nevada, which you can check out in the link above. Red Rock Canyon State Park in California is more unique and more prehistoric looking place. Kind of resembles Plaza Blanca in New Mexico, just with a lot of red. Now, all the coloring you see in the rocks is caused by iron minerals oxidizing and rusting over the years, leaving behind a red, orange, and brownish tint. And if you're ever in the area, Red Rock Canyon State Park is just an hour and 45 minutes south of Alabama Hills and Lone Pine, and an hour and 45 minutes north of Vasquez Rocks in Aquadulce, California. All three locations are great rock places with an extensive movie history, and all three locations are free. Now, I'm not too sure what's up with their trail system here, but it seemed like every 30-40 feet, the trail split off into a different direction with no clear indication of where the trails were leading to. When I was a little kid, my grandpa used to take us fishing once a year up at Crawley Lake, and we'd drive right by Red Rock Canyon every time, and I always wanted them to stop so I can get out and play around, but they never would. So 40 years later, I finally got my chance. Got a couple little arches in here too. How you doing?
on the other side, but you gotta come.
Trying to get up there, see that? Really steep slopes here. This looks like a bunch of little lava rock. Over here is pretty cool. That section there is really badass. Finally counting down once you get inside this canyon a little bit. Now, next on the list was Trona Pinnacles, but we decided to make a quick stop at Fish Rock right before going into the park, and it's located right on the side of the road of Route 178. So I'm gonna have my next stop here before Trona Pinnacles, and this is called Fish Rock. Just a big couple of rocks up here that are painted to look like fish. It's just the backside of them. So if you're heading to Trona Pinnacles, Fish Rock here is a good indicator that you're on the right path, on the right road anyways. Kind of resembles the Nightmare Rock on at Alabama Hills. Just a quick little stop, nothing too great, but I mean this would be actually a pretty cool area to climb around. There are some pretty cool rocks down over here. If you had the time to hike around, it actually is pretty cool. Now we finally made it to the road that leads to Trona Pinnacles, and I gotta say, it's in the top 5 worst dirt roads I've ever driven on. Grand Falls in Arizona being number 1, but you can check that out in the link above. We're at our first stop here at Trona Pinnacles, which is actually a really cool place. It's actually very calm, no wind at all. As soon as I sit up, there's a breeze. Now, even though Trona Pinnacles is not wheelchair accessible, you don't have to leave your car to enjoy the view. The roads go through the pinnacles, and you can just drive around and enjoy it from the comfort of your car. Do a little wandering here, climbing around these pinnacles here for a little bit. Just kind of get an idea where they go. Check them out. Now there are a lot of hiking trails here at Trona Pinnacles, but they also allow off-road vehicles as well. So you gotta keep your eyes and ears open and stay out of an area where people are riding around. Curious if this little cave or something. There's the big old sinkhole. This place has tons of trails. It's a kind of a drive-through. You just drive around through the pinnacles, and there's a bunch of little parking spots you can stop and get out and walk around. We're gonna do another little quick stop here at Trona Pinnacles. Everywhere you go here, it's just a really cool view. I mean, these rocks are actually way bigger than you can see on here on this camera, but you see there's the car. These things are pretty awesome. Climb around this rock here, see if I can get a cool shot through this hole. It's pretty cool. Shot of my car. Like I said, this place is really cool. The road getting out here was the dirt road. It's pretty rough. Not the roughest I've ever been on, but it definitely takes you about a half hour just to drive, 5 miles into the park, which sucks. So it's gonna take me a half hour to get out of here as well. But in my opinion, it's well worth it. Never gonna be out here again. Take those opportunities when you can get them, which some people maybe never, but always seize the day, right? And just like most unique California locations, they've made movies here. So you might have recognized the landscape from Star Trek V, Planet of the Apes, and the TV show Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. In the next episode of Rob Christie Hike Across America, we're back in our home state of Missouri, and we're hanging out with our friends at Traveling Trekkies. We'll be going to Roaring River State Park and checking out some arches as well. So if you found yourself liking this video and you want to see more, please like, share, subscribe. There's plenty on the channel, more on the way. Until next time, keep on hiking.